Well, hello. Oh, geez. Do you know what I've done? I literally haven't actually started up StreamYard. It's the only thing I forgot to do was to do that. So if I do this now, and then I press a few buttons, there we are. This is what I see. This is what you don't see, but this is what I see. And then I press go, and then that's it. I can add myself to the stream. So right, we got Exploring with Brady as a guest, so I'll bring him. Right in. Here he is. Whee!
Oh, hello.
How are you doing?
Hey.
All right. How are you doing?
I'm on the other side.
You're on this channel now. You've done 2
I
hours.
am.
2 hours, and you worked really hard, and you got yourself 22 viewers. So I thought, well, if you're gonna waste another hour with me, you might as well do it on mine, because then everyone who's on there can come over onto this one, but you get a whole new load of people who didn't know that your channel was out there unless they've seen you on Explores, but they get to see you now on my channel. So it's got to help, isn't it? It's got to help, I suppose.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man.
Every little helps.
Man. Yeah, it does.
There's only one downside. I'm going to get all the donations now.
Fine, don't worry about it. I had a couple tonight. It's fine. It's cool.
Yeah. Oh, let's put that thingy up. There we are. And oh, by the way, as a general disclaimer, we now say this: everything that we say on this channel is a joke. Nothing we say is real. Please discard everything you see on this channel as fantasy, even though some of it may or may not be. But we're not going to tell you which bits. So it's all bullshit, right? This general disclaimer. So now we can say whatever we like. COVID-19's a fake. There we are. Just joking, not real. I'm not being joking. Serious. Yeah. I'm not being serious in any way, shape, or form. So there we are. Yeah. Yeah. The Maritzes are wankers. Sorry, I mean the more shitses. Yes, sorry, it's just a disclaimer. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get it in there.
Well, they didn't win against me because I got my video back up. So yeah, screw you. Yeah.
No, I've had a few of my videos allowed back up. I think they realise that these people are just like going report.
Yeah,
report.
Exactly.
Yeah, it stopped working now. It stopped working.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, I normally say hello to people, but because they're there, so let me just say hello to who the people are. I'm gonna start sneezing in a minute. See, I'm like a habit. I'm like nail bitey. Take snuffy. Start drinking. I haven't drunk for days, right? But I've had 3 cans in the fridge. Now I'm drinking, so you can see what I'm like when I get on a live stream. I think they realise that. What do you do?
I think I pressed something.
You pressed something. DJ Cahal Million, Anthony Wilkinson, Barry Hensey, Neil, Nick J, Melissa Jones Paranormal, Merlin Pendragon, Gareth Jones, Popular Popty Ping, which in Wales I believe Popty Ping is a euphemism for microwave. It's a Popty Ping.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So DJ Carl Million. Yes, we said him. We said the others. Sunshine Dragon, Haunted Coachman, Dinkum Aussie. Well, hey, never get tired of this intro. I never get tired of your very kind donations as well, by the way, sir. Thank you very much. You and Richard Warnock have been blowing me away with support, so thank you very much. Scott Enigma, L Rose, Simon B.A., Loopy Lou, 2K Abandoned Places, Paul Holmes, Rapid Man, Rural Sound System, Punches Couches, Reefer Man Reviews, Pike on a Trike, Paddy Mac, D Witt, Dave Strong. Yeah, there we are. I think I've covered most of it. That's not not bad. It's 11:10 in the morning in the AM, and well, we got 66, which is surprising. There we are, 66. Yeah, it would have to be 66, wouldn't it? Yeah. Yeah. So how you been keeping, sir? What have you been up to? What's your week been like? Why have you shaved off your moustache? Are you trying to cop on or something? What's going on?
I wish, mate.
Are you and Taffy going to elope or something? You know?
No,
Yeah.
I don't think so. Well,
Yeah.
no, I've had a good week, to be fair. I've just been mostly, I've been out running most of the time, to be honest. Editing new videos, looking at places, trying, new places I can go and explore. I looked at one today. Hopefully, fingers crossed, that looks as though there's a way in, so should be a good one. It's a hotel, which I won't say anymore. What else have I done? That's about it. Oh, I ran a half marathon this week. So
what? Just by yourself?
Yeah, just by myself. Just went. I've done it before, and I thought, I wonder if I've still got it. I may be mad. Call me mad, but I did. I just thought, well, why not? Did it.
Yeah, you got a special kind of something, because I tell you what, running, I absolutely hate it, and I wouldn't be seen dead. In fact, I'd be seen dead if I tried to do it. I would be dead. That would be it, because I hate it so much. I would actually rather be dead. And if the Grim Reaper came to me when I was running down a road and said, "Right then, this feeling you're feeling now, I can take it away. Would you like it taken away?" I go, "Yeah, take me, take me,
take me now."
Because I do not find it in any way, shape, or form nice. I think it's horrible. But I take my hats off to those out there that of you like yourself, that can do it, because it's just like torture as far as I'm concerned. It's like being tortured. I don't find it enjoyable.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, like, running's not everyone's cup of tea, to be honest. I mean, I think you've either you like it or you say you hate it. I mean, I get a buzz from it. I always have done. Ever since I could be able to run. To be honest, I've always ran. So yeah, I just
But I
find
think
it
physiologically you must be more predisposed to that, because I mean, I remember like running as a kid, like being forced to do runs, and I was having blue lips and like turning blue. There's something not right with my system. It does not agree with me. Heavy exercise. You don't get your lips turned blue, I bet.
No.
My parents
No.
took me to a hospital and like had me checked out, because it was like, when I do exercise I look like death. So yeah.
Jesus.
Heavy exercise, like.
Yeah, but you do a lot of walking. I mean, especially when we're exploring and stuff like that. So
Yeah, it's more metered though. I mean, it's like a sensible pace. It's not like throwing my body into like disarray, but yeah. I don't know. I mean, I wondered if there's something to the fact I'm a negative blood group, and I did hear, but I mean, you tried to read stuff about a negative blood group, and it's like it's all kind of like people don't know much about it. But I did read that you don't absorb oxygen as well, so I don't know. That's what I like to think. It's my blood group, so yeah.
maybe. I say I've always been athletic though, so I think that's where I've got it from, really, because my dad was the same. He did a lot of running when he was young, so I think that's where I get it from, really. Most of my family are, to be honest. We're all pretty fit, really, to be fair. But I like it. It's good. It's good for my mental health as well. So it keeps me sane.
No, I think it's great if you can do it. If you can do it and you enjoy it, I think that's wonderful, because I hate sort of that level of exercise. It's just like it's like I might as well be going to Mars. You know what I mean? It's like that so far removed from my life.
Yeah. I say I'm short distance. No, I'm not good at that. But long distance, I just keep going. It's just the way I'm built, I think, really. Until my knees give up. But yeah, I like it. I do. I've always tried to keep fit. It's probably the way I've always been, really. Because of my asthma, it helps as well. if everyone didn't know I have asthma, I suffer with it, but running helps. It helps strengthen the lungs. That's partly why I do it.
That's
And
pretty
yeah, I mean,
impressive if you've got
touch,
asthma. Yeah.
touch wood. I've never had an asthma attack, but touch wood, like.
But you take your stuff with you wherever you go, yeah?
I always do. It's always in my
Yeah.
bag or in my
Mm.
pocket. You just never know. There's the last thing you want to do is it do happen, and I'll be like, oh, you know. So yeah, I've
I,
always got it with me. Always.
my ex, one of his little tricks he used to play was forgetting his inhaler. So if he didn't like where he was or what was going on, he would always pull that. Oh, I'm getting an asthma attack, and you go, well, where's your inhaler? Oh, I forgot it. All right, so we got to go now. So we just got to drop everything and go. And he used to do that a lot. So I got to the point where it
Jesus.
was like I would actually have to say for him, so where's your inhaler? Show me you got it, because I'm not fucking driving home really early because of you, because you forget it on purpose. Yeah. Mm.
Jesus, it's the last thing I do before. It's the first thing I do before I go out is make sure I have it in my bag or it on me, on my person, or in my car, so I do know where it is. It's just,
I mean,
yeah.
it's like, if you suffer from that and you know how bad it gets, you're not going to leave home without it. Are you? It's like mobile phone, wallet, keys, inhaler. It's just like a no-brainer, isn't it? You're never ever going to forget it. Unless, of
Yeah,
course, you want
it
to come
is.
home early from places that you don't like. In which case, don't come in the first place if you don't want to come. But yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I mean, the only thing that affects me is dog hair. Dog hairs, and really does affect me in this house, especially with, bless him. I mean, it's not his fault, but if I know when he's been in my room, because I'll start coughing because of
Mm.
his hairs. Just, I don't know what it is, but that's the only thing that affects me, really.
And he
Yeah, that's
lies on
about
your
it.
bed as well.
He does, bless him.
That's
He's not. He's not here at the moment. They've gone away in the caravan, so he's not here at the moment.
ooh.
So yeah,
So
they've gone on a little holiday.
party time then round yours.
Well, hence why I'm in a different room.
Mm. So it's party round Brady's then, everybody. Let's all get down there.
Plenty of booze, fine.
How long?
Got to
How long
find
they
out where I
gone
live.
for? Get Taffy in and.
No, they're back tomorrow. Sorry, guys.
Mm. Oh dear. So yeah, what we was talking about then? So inhalers, and they've gone away. They've taken the dog, but he does lie on your bed. But you still let him because you love him, so you let him do it.
Yeah, I mean, we've had a dog before, and yeah, it used to, but I've started taking allergy tablets for that now, so it kind of helps.
Mm.
Because
Do you?
I've noticed now that pollen, when I know when the pollen's high, because I'll start sneezing, and so yeah, I take them now, so that kind of helps.
Well, I have to take it once the summer starts. I start taking it, but then I have to take it up till about to like December, and I haven't taken it since December. But I mean, I just find that if I don't, I just kind of my body feels creaky and achy. It's just like symptoms of kind of allergies make you feel shit. But you
Yeah, you
think
feel like yeah,
you think it's like, oh, am I coming down with something? And you just also like creaky. You
yeah,
take some allergy tablets, and then you realise, well, that's actually is I'm getting allergies. It's November. I'm still getting allergies. Hmm.
yeah. You feel like you're hungover. I felt like that. Some days I'm like, why am I getting headaches? Why is this? And then I took one and I was like, it's gone. Oh, okay, that'll be it. Why are my eyes in the morning streaming, and why am I first like coughing and stuff like that?
Yeah.
I think it's one of them. I think I mean, when I was young, my asthma was bad,
Were you young
seriously
then?
bad.
Were you young at one time? I was never young. I was always this age.
You'd never guess.
Mm.
I used to have. I had croup at one point.
Mm.
I had chicken pox and the measles at the same time. How
Wow.
unlucky is that?
Well, I had chicken pox for 7 months and had to be kept in a darkened room for 7 months.
Jeez.
Yeah. So
What?
that was pretty good.
That's mental.
I was really badly ill. They had to put a television in my room because I couldn't come out, and it's like so, yeah. But yeah, I've had let's just give our war stories then. So glandular fever, measles.
Yeah.
I've had
Yeah.
chickenpox 3 times because I've not just had that nasty one. I've had it twice since.
Jesus.
Should I think now? What else? Measles. Yeah, just general colds and flu quite often. I'm just trying to think now. What are any major things? Not really. Yeah.
No, I can't say I have, to be honest. I've had the flu. That was bad. I only had it once.
I used to get nosebleeds a lot as a kid for no real reason. I used to get like really bad nosebleeds, and I used to have to put tissue paper up my nose to kind of get it to congeal, and then pull them out, and it'd be like big blobs of glob. Yeah, horrible. Mm.
Nice. Dang. I've never had nosebleeds. Touch wood.
No.
No, never.
Yeah.
Never had one. No. Never broken a bone. So, touch wood, like.
I broke this finger helping somebody get a wheel off once, and I was like doing this with the sort of like the tire brace, and it just sort of bing, it went like that. But the sort of amount it went was enough
Yeah.
to just go bing and just break that bone just by pinging it, that just doing that. So now with a wheel brace, I never use my hands on a wheel brace now unless unless it's really obvious it's going to move.
Yeah.
If it goes like that and it won't move, I just get up, I stand on it, and I just kick it with my foot. I never use my fingers anymore on a wheel iron. Yeah.
Don't blame you. Jesus.
Mm. And the thing is as well, it broke it in 2 places. And like I went to the sort of like casualty, and they went, "Oh no, it's fine, it's not broken." And I went, "Are you sure?" And they went, "Yeah, no, it's not broken." So it's kind of hurting. It's not like horrible hurting, but it's like hurt. And they were like, "No, no, you'll be fine." And then as I was going, they went, "Well, maybe we should do an X-ray." And I was like, "Okay." And then they did an X-ray. They said, "Oh, actually, it's broken in 2 places. Yes, it's really badly broken." I'm like, "Oh, great." And I said, "Well, what are you going to do?" And they said, "Nothing." And I went, "Well, you're not going to do anything. You just leave it. But surely, if I'm flexing it, it's never going to set." "Oh no, we don't do we don't do anything." They said, and it's like, really. And I spoke to my friend. He said, "That's bullshit." He said, "I don't know what the hell they're teaching them these days." But he gave me this little thing that like held my finger against that finger. He gave me this thing.
So like
Yeah. But I mean, like, yeah. They would just want like, "Oh no, leave, go, you're all right." And then somebody sort of, "Oh no, maybe we should like find out whether he has actually broken it." It's like, well, can you imagine that? It's like, "Oh, has he broken his leg?" "Ah, he seems all right. Yeah, just no, we're not going to waste an X-ray on that." And it's like, really? Yeah.
I say one time I thought I broke my ankle. I was drunk, to be honest. My own fault. Decided to jump off a brick wall. Don't ask me why. I don't know. I thought it'd be funny just to try and run around this brick wall because my mates were there and scare them. But I jumped off and I went crunch and I went, oh, yeah, and I sprained it in the end. Thank Christ. But what that hurt. I swear to God, I thought I'd broken my. I mean, even to this day now, it still hurts. I mean, I still think there's ligament damage there, but there's nothing I can do about it. Just, especially in the winter, when it's cold, it hurts. Definitely. Well, especially when I run sometimes as well. But it's just one of them. but I was drunk at the time. It could have been a lot worse, to be honest.
Yeah.
But, don't know.
Haunted coachman says he's broke his knee, and he says it's still pretty bad.
Oof. How did
Melissa
you manage that?
I don't know. Melissa Jones Paranormal says she had neurovirus 4 times. After
Jeez.
4 times after one another from working a care home. Thought he was dying. What is neurovirus? I don't even know what that is. I've never heard of it. Neurovirus.
I've never heard of that.
You want to just kick those old people out into the street, like, you know, diseased little old shits as they are. Just don't be wiping their asses. Just kick them out. They're giving you viruses. Kick them down the street. What you want to do is take them out for a wheelchair walk to the top of a hill, and then say, "Oh, they slipped," and just let them down the hill into a.
The brake didn't work. Oh, sorry.
Into a high-speed motorway. Yeah, into a slip lane of a motorway. Yeah, sort it out.
Yeah. See you later.
Bloody old people. That's all they do is shit themselves and shit and piss themselves.
I wouldn't want to look after people like that. Oof. I don't know how people do that.
I'm very glad there are people in the world who like yourself, like running, and there's a breed of people that like looking after people, who like wiping their asses for them and stuff. We'll be there one day. Somebody will be wiping my ass. Might enjoy it. I might, but I don't know if they get the same sort of level of enjoyment as the person having it done to them. They wash you in the bed when you're old, don't they? They sort of like give bed wash.
Yeah.
Like a flannel around your genitals. Woo-hoo. But you're too old.
Hello.
Yeah, but the thing is, they know that you're probably too old then, and nothing's going to work down there anyway. So.
So they're just giving it a good scrub, and you're just like.
Yeah. Norovirus, says B. Yeah, I don't know what norovirus is.
I've never heard of it. Couldn't.
Yeah, here we are. Melody James. I broke my ankle in 3 places. I felt it go, pulled it back into place, and the ambulance men said I dislocated it. Yeah. All because you're not going, and it's not like sideways like that. It's not like that. And they're going like, oh, you know, yeah, that's definitely, you know, they see us in a fairly straight line. They probably go, you probably just sprained it. You know, it's like, no, don't assume. Don't assume.
Yeah, I've just broken it. I've just put it back into place. That's all I've done. Jesus Christ. Yeah, we had Barry Little up before on Taffy's live. He came up. Fair play to him. It was his birthday yesterday. Yeah. Well, today, should I say. Fair play to him, that.
Oh, is it Taffy's birthday today? Bloody hell, I have to wish him happy.
No, it was Barry's.
Oh, Barry's. Barry Little.
Yeah, it was Barry.
Oh, happy birthday, Barry. Because he's in here. I was going to say Taffy's not in here, but yeah. Barry, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Barry. Happy birthday to you.
There we go.
People still trying to get me to have T-shirts and stuff. Mr. Barry Little's the guy who does them, I think. And I think
he's done that for me.
I think I pissed somebody off. Steve Ellis sent me a logo. He went, "Yeah, I've designed you this logo for T-shirts. You can have T-shirts now, and you can have T-shirts. You can have my." And I just went, "Nah, mate, I don't like it. Sorry, I'm a bit of a piss on your parade. Sorry, no, I didn't like it though. I didn't like it. It was too like as if it had been plucked out of a clip art vault.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, fair enough.
Got to be a bit weirder than just clip art vault if I was going to have that on a T-shirt. That's all I'm going to say. Try again, but be much, much more artistic and weird.
Yeah, because I have that on there now, so dang.
Dang. It's like desperate dang.
Yeah.
Desperate Dang and the Pie Mang.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Barry did this for me. Fair play to him.
Oh, there we are. Barry, Steve's tried like for a logo, but nah. I'd probably have to design it myself, or I'd have to get it sort of specially commissioned with the sort of weird shit I want on it, you know. Or my sticker, which would be far too hard probably to get going on a thing, but
Oh
we'll
yeah.
see. Yeah. It's just because there's a lot. I like the fact there's a lot going on my sticker, which throws people because they can't get their head round it, which is exactly what
Okay.
it's meant to be. It's like
Yeah.
if it's too obvious, it's like the secret vault. It's like nah, it's really obvious. It's like somebody I used to know used to walk around with a t-shirt and it says my name is Colin. It's like really, hello.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You want
So is your
something where people have to go like that? Hey, what's that? And then go
yeah. If anything, I mean, I'm not so much as you say, like making it obvious. Like if it
Yeah.
was something like we had to work it out, it was like a bit of a mind puzzle to actually work out what you were seeing. You know, even I tell you what I do like actually. Have you ever seen these business cards that look like a barcode, but they're not?
Yes.
Yeah, and you turn them sideways so that the card is at a very acute angle, and then it makes a word. You ever seen those?
Yeah, and it all lines up when you go, oh, and it'll say either the secret vault or
Yeah, something like that. So if
whoever you
somebody
are.
says
Yeah.
somebody says, "What's that on your T-shirt?" You go, "Hang on," and they go, "Oh my god!" It's like, yeah, you see. I don't, I don't, I
That's a
don't
good
want something
idea.
that's obvious because it's like
Yeah.
I'm not really about advertising and shit. So it's like if it makes them work to get it, then that's better rather than just making it obvious.
Yeah, you want something where we go, you have to go, hang on, have a look at it this way. There it is. You have to work to see it, kind
Or
of
like
thing. Yeah, I
or
like
like
that.
we make every letter like one letter higher in the alphabet. So instead of it's going to be T U. So it'll be U, and then
Yeah,
S T. So it'd be UT. I don't know how does
yeah,
this work, but it would just be a string of characters. And you go, what's that? And you go, one character back. And then they have to sit there looking at it for ages, like taking one character back, and then they go, "Oh, the secret vault. Oh, right. What the fuck's that?" And they go, "Exactly. What's the fuck's that?"
yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Mm.
exactly.
You
I like
you know,
it, like it.
don't make it
Yeah,
easy for
no,
them. Yeah.
yes. Then I go, well, yeah, we know whose merch that is.
What's that
And
supposed
they
to
go,
mean?
who?
Dave Obvious says my face isn't obvious. What's that supposed to mean? Have you got a very obvious
Eh?
face, Dave? Says,
Cryptic vault, yeah, cryptic vault in it.
mm,
That's the whole
well,
point, isn't
crap dick even, yeah.
it?
Mm, yeah.
Yeah.
You should have
Oh,
like a picture of a toilet lid or something like cubed,
yeah,
like in a number
yeah.
three, like a cube. Just like toilet power, toilet three. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Pike on a Strike says
Yeah.
arse lips logo. I don't know what can you get a logo of an arse lips as a in clip art? If I was to type that into a clip art engine, would I be able to find it? Is there a generic arse lips logo? I have not seen it. So yeah, maybe. Yeah.
I've never Googled that, so I wouldn't know. Um, hmm.
Yeah. Invasion of the Stickers says time capsule. Matt. No, no. I'm not really. I'm not much of a time capsule man. I mean, I will do them from time to time, but you know, one has to wonder whether or not, it's like, you know, urbex is about just getting in people's houses, or whether it's exploring, large, amazing, fascinating places, or whether it's about rifling through somebody's personal, belongings to get to stuff. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, but once you've done one, you've done one, and I think I'd rather see obviously like big stuff. To be honest, uh,
Yeah.
yeah, it's like someone's house, isn't it? It's like it's their belongings. I don't think they want people seeing that, but yeah, say everyone's got their own style of places that they explore, so it's each their own, isn't it? Really.
Yeah, everybody to their own, but I kind of like I've got to slow myself down. It's like, get into a house that's just like 3 rooms, but it's full of junk, like full of stuff, and obviously the person, they've got their history, but do I give a shit about this person's like history and life? The fact is, they've left a bloody house behind, so they weren't able to look after their own belongings and stuff. They obviously haven't got any kids, so they've not passed it on. Nobody wants it because it's too run down. And we're all supposed to be amazed and fascinated by the fact that they moved out of a shithole, you know, into a care home, and we're all supposed to be like, "Whoa, oh my god, I can't believe it! Look, there's a postcard from Cyprus. Oh my god!" you know, yeah.
There's someone's old coat. Oh, nice.
Look, they left behind their old jewellery. Their whole jewellery's been left behind. Oh my god! It's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I remember going into one once, and I mean, I've seen like stuff in houses, but this was just covered from ceiling to floor. I'm like, how do these people get to that stage? I don't get it. What was their mentality? I mean, they obviously lost the plot towards the end, and they've just thought, right, I'm just going to collect all this stuff and pile it up. It's like it's mental, and you can't even get into the house. So
Yeah.
I
Um,
don't get it.
yeah, they're all on about time capsule now, Brofist and all that. Well, they can be interesting sometimes, but I mean, it's like it's almost like if I was really interested in time capsules, why don't you just go up to a homeless person in the street and ask them their life story? There's a time capsule, but it's a living time capsule. You know what I mean? It's like you'll get as much
Mm.
interest and as much depth finding somebody on the street, and like, what's your life story then? How did you come to be, here on the street? What's happened? And you'll probably find out they had a house and now they don't have it, and they had kids and now they don't see them, and you find out all the stuff, but you could actually speak to somebody and get all that. It's kind of like, you know, if it's a mansion house or it's a big castle or something like that, I'm like interested in architecture, but I mean like going through somebody's like personal belongings and sort of like finding out who they are as a kind of like mystery voyage. Mm. I mean, there's people who are alive who could probably tell you far more than just the shit you're gonna find, in a moldy, in a black mold experience. But I mean, it's just. I'm not saying I don't do them, or I'll go along. If somebody wants to do a ghosty thing in a house or something like that, I'll go and do it. I'm more interested in the ghosts than I am in people's personal
Yeah.
belongings in their house. So mm.
Yeah, it's like for us, like going down that mine, that's kind of a time capsule for me because obviously there's history down there. You know
Well,
what
there
I
would
mean?
be,
Like stuff like
if it wasn't for Mister
Mr.
like
Clean. Yeah.
Mister Clean. I would like to
Yeah,
speak
that
to him
is.
actually, because there's a time capsule for you. Is an actual person. In fact, I have to try and remember to get around to doing that. Remind me, people. Say Mr. Brian of the cave. I've got his details. I have to contact him before he passes away because he's probably getting old. But I want to find out, why does he go down a mine and clean it up? Because Exploring with Brady's been in the mine and seen it. You know, he's actually seen how clean it is. You know, and it's because
It
all the
is.
graffiti's been like, but he's even erased the 200-year-old graffiti from which is original, which is like,
Eh,
you know.
yeah, it was the cleanest mine I've ever been down. Fair play. It's good down there. It was good. We did some paranormal down there as well. That's coming out this week. That's
Did
very interesting.
I forget now? Did you actually have anything down there?
Yeah, we got some voices down there. Yeah, I caught an orb. I got a headache while I was down there as well, which was weird. Yeah, and obviously we met them people down there. What are you
Oh, they're
doing down here,
pissy people. Yeah.
YouTuber? I was just like, what? And then they said it on the way out as well. Oh, them cunts are still here. Yeah, fuck off, will you?
Mm.
I was like, we're down here the same as you're down here, mate. It's got what? Do you own it? Do you own this mine? No. Fuck off.
Mm.
And then Taffy says, I hope you don't fall on a bag of dicks. Fair play. But yeah, I think they were just being, because this is our mine. No, it's not. Yeah. Like, get out, will you? I hate people like that. I said, we're just here documenting it just like you are, except you don't have cameras. So what's it got to do with you? Have you ever had people like that?
Yeah, yeah, I have a couple of times, but the thing is, I won't put up with it. I mean, I'll be like,
Mm.
"Oi, what's your fucking problem then? Come on, like what
Mm.
you fucking you got a problem with you? Does this mine belong?" And I would say, "Does this fucking belong to you?" You know,
Mm.
and I'd be like that, because I mean, people who get pissy. It's like, it's like, yeah, you're gonna get fucking pissy, like what are they gonna do next? Like go up the top and like do a fucking Matt Hooper and ring the bloody police and like, oh, there's terrorists in the mine, we'll show them. You know what I mean? It's like, no, you got a fucking problem. Say it to my face. What's the problem with YouTube then? So
Yeah.
why are you here? Is it because you saw it on a website? Or what's a website? It's the internet. What's YouTube? It's the internet. Yeah? So what? Are you
Exactly.
photocentric and don't like video? Well, that's your personal preference. Deal with it. Fuck off. You know.
Yeah, couldn't be doing that. I was just like, fuck this, man.
Mm.
Just like, go away. Can't be doing with people like that.
Yeah, it's like that. They say the French, the catacombs. It was like this bitch who came down and just like grabbed my lens, and I was going to smack her across the head with it. I was going to go, "You like my lens? Do you? Have some of it. How does it taste? Do you like the taste of my
Yeah.
lens now? Yeah. And it's like because these people, they've got their attitudes, but like that's your problem. It's like some people like meat, some are vegetarian. I mean, like some people like chalk, some people like cheese. It's like you're
Mm-hmm.
gonna get in my face over it. I'll get in your face over it. So if people want to if people want to get Larry, then I'd be quite happy to mirror it back at them.
Yeah, I got the impression it was like I just stabbed their mother or something like that. It's like, fuck me, I've only just walked into a mine, mate. And there was other people down there as well. I'm like, are you gonna have a go at them? These kids who've just walked in. It's just like, get a life, will you?
Yeah,
Seriously? Get a life. And like,
yeah.
they were like joking. Oh, you got these jumpers on with all these logos on. Oh, yeah, because I'm advertising myself. You got a problem with it? What's it to do with you? It's not affecting your life, is it? Move on. So I'm just like, oh, I'm not even gonna fucking argue with you.
I mean,
So
like what? So
we just
what
walked off.
if they saw the Discovery Channel down there with a presenter walking through the mine, with a big bloody lights and things like that, and they sort of like, what they'd be
Yeah.
like, walk past them, and go, fucking television channels, Well, so what? It's like,
Yeah.
what? No television cameras, no YouTube, no what? What is it? What's your problem? Do you just like want
Mm.
no photos, no video? You just want it to yourself? What is it?
Yeah. That's the impression I got.
You
He's
know?
like, no, it's ours. It's ours.
Yeah,
And they
right.
were going out anyway. They walked out about 5 minutes later. So it's like, oh, you're going now. See ya. Hope it doesn't hit you on the way out.
Mm.
Just can't be doing with people like that.
Well, it's fucking idiots like that they give urbex the bad name, I think, really, because they're the ones causing the problems. Like just creating reasons to cause division. I mean, I'm doing a video edit at the moment, which includes that. I've left it for a while because I just wanted to let it simmer down. But it's like
Hmm.
it's going to be the video of what happened at the bunker in London, where a pissy urbexer who has no subscribers but thinks he's some sort of purist, like photographer, and he's shit at
Yeah.
photography and he's shit at video, so he's shit at everything, right? But he got pissy because he thought that we were in his bunker. It was his bunker. And like, so all these bunkers in London that we were going to, and we were going to this one, to this one, to this one, right?
Hmm.
Which little does he know, right? And I won't go into it here because I'm not going to go into it. But the people who actually got into these bunkers, the very first people who got into them, told us they were open. And then you get wankers like that going along, treating it like as if it's their personal property. Yet they don't realise the actual people who got in these bunkers first. Yeah.
Yeah.
And being
Exactly.
pissy like as if it's their thing, then it's like, oh, it's ours, it's ours. It's like, well, no, it's not yours. And in fact, wow, Bill G donated £20. Thank you very much. And he says, thanks for the videos, Matt. Really enjoying them. Can't believe you got in Kinetic Malvern. My parents worked there when it was MOD. And he just went off the screen really quickly. Ah, hang on a sec. I know a way to be able to find. Hang on. I know the way to be able to find these comments. I think it's either through PayPal. If I do, let's try PayPal. Hang on, let me just try
Hmm.
PayPal because I can read the rest of your comment because they come up so quickly, and if they're long, then I can't read them all. And considering you did make a very, very kind donation, thank you.
Thank you,
I
Will.
should at least read out the whole of your comment, but I'm starting to get where you were coming from on it. Why is PayPal taking forever? why why PayPal take forever? Hang on, it's coming.
Why? Why?
Why is it so slow? Come on, PayPal. I think this is the person. So, thanks to Simon, um, who is Dinkum Aussie, by the way. I was going to give his second name then, but I won't because he's only known as Dinkum Aussie, but his name is Simon. So, thanks to Simon. Thank you. And does it say his comment? Oh shit! This is it. I'm sure it is. But PayPal doesn't have his comments. Oh shit! I'm gonna have to go into. Okay, well I'll have to remember that for the future then. I'll have to go into StreamYard, which will have his comments. But anyway, uh, maybe I should keep this on speed dial. Stream. Oh God, it wants to know all my login details. What? Get a login code? Oh no, StreamYard. No, it's not. It's Streamlabs, isn't it? Sorry,
Yeah,
Stream.
Streamlabs.
I was going to say it, and it was like wants to give me a login code. Right. Bear with me, folks. Sorry.
No worries, man. Hi, everyone
Um,
in the chat. Hello. What are you
login.
doing?
Yeah. Login now. Oh, it's saying what do I want to log in with? Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Mixer, Periscope, Picarto, or PayPal.
Hey.
I don't know. I don't know which one. Oh, maybe I. Well, I'll say YouTube then. Right. Okay. Okay. Oh, so it logs in via YouTube. Right, okay. Shows how many times I've gone down this route. And now it wants to give me a university. I don't want university. Start learning. Start learning. Oh, how do I click? I don't. Oh, right. There is a small, very small X in the corner to get rid of it. Right. Donation history. Here we are. Bill G. Here we go. Thanks for the videos, Matt. It's much easier if I can do it like this, actually, because when they come up there, I'm panicking because I'm like, read it quick. Right, thanks for the videos, Matt. Really enjoy them. Can't believe you got into Kinetic Malvern. It was really easy, actually, because there were several holes in the fences. It was like crazy. You had to be there at the right time. That was the thing. There is, I believe, the house up near the road is still there, which we never went in. So if you want to have a look at that little house up on the road, that may still be there. He says, my parents worked there when it was the MOD in charge of the site. Oh, the MOD in charge of the site. Right, okay. I was thinking
Okay.
his parents were in charge of the site. No, the MOD was in charge of the site. Mum was an EAG, experimental assistant in gunnery, and then
All
on
right.
to nuclear, chemical, and biological weapons. There you go. See, I told people it was a dodgy bloody place. That you know. Mm.
Wow.
Yeah,
Well,
a lot of
there
people
it is.
think that it was all just like radio stuff and electronics, nuclear, chemical, and biological weapons. There you go. And like I told
Wow.
people, I thought they had an animal experiment area in there. It looked like they had an animal experiment area. So yeah, what goes on behind closed doors, eh? So
Yeah, it's mental, mate. I mean, that place did look mental.
yeah,
Or
did
was
you
a
get down to
mental
it?
place.
Did you get down to it when it was there?
No, I didn't.
Oh, it was a bummer. Those labs were pretty mad, like walking through labs that look like some kind of a movie, you know.
Yeah, man.
Mm. I can only just imagine what it looked like with the lights on and all the fans going and blowers and stuff, you know.
Is that? I'm trying to think which that place. I have seen the video. I can't remember what it looked like. Is that the one with the goats? Is that the one? Or am
No,
I thinking of somewhere
no, that's
else?
still there if you want to go and explore that. I was down there on the weekend actually. Kaylee Colston came down with Exploring with Aish and
Ah,
Exploring with Jenny V, and Steve and Ray and Alex came down, and then I said, "Oh well, I'll come down as well." But before I went there, I went to another place which was Fort Fareham, and I'm glad I did because I managed to explore that in the daylight. And by the time they'd finished at the goat place and got over to Fareham, it was getting dark, so I'd managed to do the drone footage and stuff that they probably weren't able to do. So,
nice. Was it a good explore that night?
yeah. Uh, it was. Nick Blundell says, "Wonder if I would get Matt's attention by saying we have the best PM ever." LOL. Yes, yeah. You could definitely get my attention by PayPaling me. It will definitely get my. I'm very bad at reading the text unless I've got somebody who wants to take up the role of being master text reader and then feeding me the best texts to read out. I'm really bad. You'll learn this about me. I can't read those texts when I'm chatting to a guest. I just lose my train of thought, which I have done now because what was I just saying? Sorry.
I think we stopped at you were exploring with, and then you were at that fort.
Yes, at the fort.
Brilliant.
Yes, well done.
Yeah.
See, he's got more brain cells going firing off than me. Yeah, I can easily forget where I'm at. Thank you. Um, so yeah, what I was going to say is that by the time they got there, it was just getting dark, and
Yeah.
I'll offer them if they want to use my drone footage, they can. But that was kind of an interesting little place that I have been looking for years. It's listed on Subterranea Britannica, their website, which I use as a I'm a member of Subterranea Britannica, but the trouble with Sub-Brit is they sometimes
Hmm.
just drop a pin near where you need to be, and I think they do it on purpose, so you don't exactly know where the way in is. And I went to this fort and I drove around, and I'm like, oh God. I'm like, are you kidding me? This is a huge fort. There's all these units are all like, stacked in these
Hmm.
little alcoves that used to be, you know, where they would store the weapons and things. They've got all these units now with doors, and I'm like, well, which one? Which one do I have to go into to see this nuclear bunker? What I didn't realise was it was hidden to one side, looking like, an old garage door that wasn't in use with some bins parked up in front of it. Somebody sussed it out.
Yeah.
But I've been looking at it for quite some time and just thinking, well, I drove down there because you know me, I'm out and down Gosport quite a lot. I drove in there and
Hmm.
I'm like, I don't know, I wouldn't know where to start. That's what my thoughts were. I don't know where to start on this place. So, and it turned out that even the local kids didn't even know it was there. That just
Oh,
shows you.
I did. Yeah, I saw the video. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the one where you pulled them bins back and you went, yeah, fair. Yeah. That was huge in there. That was massive.
It was pretty big. I thought I filmed the kids in there as well because I thought I was walking round filming the kids, but as per usual, I think I'm recording. I'm not because I thought I had a bit of them on film, and I said, "Do you mind, my using you on film?" And there was no footage. So yeah, weird. Um, yeah. Popular Popty Ping says Fort Glicker Knickers. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I've got the
Um,
pin for that. Hang
yeah,
on.
you can, Barry Little saying you can PayPal me through me at thematthewwilliams.com, but if you do it via the StreamYard links, yeah, streamlabs.com/the secret vault. If you do it via that, you get the thank you message comes up on stream. So hang on, streamyard.com that the secret vault. Ching. Well, that doesn't work, see? So hang on. Let me just check that these links are actually okay in my no, Streamlabs. You see, I've done it again. Streamyard.com. It's not, it's streamlabs.com/the secret vault. Ah, and it does take you to the correct place. So I'll put that in the chat now. There we are. That's the kind of, oh, there we are. Barry Little's done it. Yeah, he's beaten me to it. I swear he's an I swear he's an AI. He's an AI bot because he just
Fair play to.
he's
Yeah.
up all hours of the day and he always beats you to it. So yeah. Mm.
Fair play. He must have like I don't know, Barry. You must have a thing on the side of your computer. You just go click, click, click. Yeah, got them all. Click.
He's probably got
Fair
what they
play
call
to him.
macros. Macros. He's got a
Yeah.
stored selection of things he can bang out. Subaru says, "Hey Brady, I thought you were off to bed."
Obviously, no, I'm still sat in the dining room. Is it
Yeah.
dining room? Still here, mate. Still going. I wasn't. I thought I'd stay up for a bit longer. Sod it.
So I'm in the process. I mean, I'll ask you in a second, Brady, so you can have a think in advance. But I'll ask you what videos you had out recently and what have you been up to. But I was going to say I'm in the process of finishing off this rather unfortunate video, really, because it's not one I wanted to have to do. But it is one that I think people are interested in, as it is something that happened to us where somebody, saw us going into a bunker and called the police and said they're terrorists and got a big armed response unit. A couple of people were tasers pointed at them, get down on the ground, handcuffed and shit. I was not one of them. I was the target of that. They were going for me, and they ended up
Jeez.
actually the people who got arrested, handcuffed on the ground were friends of theirs. So how stupid was that? Yeah, people that they've gone on
Jeez.
explores with. Yeah. So all to get to me because they don't like me for some reason. You know,
Hmm.
little old arrogant me. They don't like me for some reason. And then ended up calling out the police on a false bloody charge of, like terrorism. So
Hmm.
wasting police time. And ultimately ended up just, creating a very bad name for themselves, I think, because, yeah. Mm.
Is that the
Because,
one where you said that they looked at your car as well and
oh,
you
they'd been
snuck up?
photographing
Yeah.
my car at various bunkers around London that we've been going
Yeah.
to. And they would never have even got into if it wasn't for us and other people.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like, spotting our car and going, ugh, and then taking photos and sending threatening messages saying, we don't want to see you at any of these bunkers anymore. And then upping the ante and upping the ante of threats, you know, bunkers that they were going to, thanks
Hmm.
to us. Yeah. And then like threatening us, saying, you ain't going to these bunkers anymore. It's like, what's their problem? Like, what's the problem? They're inviting
Yeah.
people there to go to see these bunkers, and they're saying, "Come and have a look at this bunker." And they go, and then they send texts out saying, "We're using like a tourist destination." It's like, well, we're only inviting a few people here and there, like to come and see the bunker because it's amazing. What's the problem with that? Just like they are, we're doing exactly the same thing as they're doing, and they're giving it all a like, we're gonna stop you, you bunch of wankers. And it's like, really? So why don't you just fuck off yourself then and stop exploring? If you reckon
Yeah.
we're not allowed to, why don't you f off at the same time? You know?
Exactly, innit? It's. I think these people, there's either something wrong with them. I think personally, people like that do have something wrong. Because they must have this mentality where they think, no, this is mine. It's no one else's. If they get in, no, no, I'm gonna make sure. Yeah, it's just weird. It's like what? And then, like you say, they're inviting people to come down there themselves.
Yeah,
It's like
they're
well, you've just contradicted yourself there, my friend.
yeah, they're just low wattage frigging gurglers, mate. Low wattage
Yeah.
frigging gurglers. And I'm sorry for the people I know who are fucking Asperger sufferers, but I just call this sort of behaviour Spurg behaviour because it's
Mm,
like it's them and their limited, narrow vision of the world, forgetting that in fact there's a big world out there, and it's just their narrow tunnel vision, like version of reality, which
mm,
doesn't see that there's a big world out there and there's a lot of people and we've all got our ideas and ways we do things. It's like,
mm.
no, this is my thing and my way, and this will be my way, and I will destroy anyone who is
Yeah.
not my way. You know,
Yeah.
that sort of
Yeah.
mentality.
It's
And
that.
I just go
Yeah.
to that. And that actually, yeah, Connor Meachin says hypocrites. Yeah, exactly. And the thing is that is there are quite a lot of people I think involved in urbex who are very kind of like what they consider to be purists.
Mm,
But it's what they forget is it's their version of purism, and there are 100 different other types of people who've got their idea of purism. And it's like, so you're all going to just end up attacking each other. This version of like what urbex should be is different to this version of urbex, is different to this version of urbex, and
mm.
you are not in their camp, so therefore you must die. And it's like, it's just crazy.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's mental.
Mm. And the reason I haven't got a lot of time for it is because I actually used to go out with somebody who was very spectrum, and
Mm,
like I couldn't stand the bullshit with that, you know, and it made no sense whatsoever. It made no sense. You know, yeah. So anyway, um, that
fair.
video, like I say, I don't want to have to do it because it upsets the apple cart in their little world, and obviously they already prior to my knowledge hated my guts for God knows what reason, because I do YouTube videos or because I've gone to places they've gone to which is like,
Oh,
no,
dear
you've
God.
gone to places that I have gone to that mine, So
Yeah.
I've crossed some sort of line with these people that is unacceptable, and then I mean, this person, for example, was like down at doing Heathrow, like along
Really?
with a lot, yeah, the Heathrow thing that we do.
Yeah.
They were down there and they were in there several times, according to some people I spoke to. They were in there
Several
back and
times.
forth there, back and forth, back and forth. But of course, them going back and forth is not dealing with it like a tourist destination. But like me, yes, I'm just abusing it.
Yeah. One rule
I
for
just
one,
think it's
one rule for the other.
it's just jealousy at the end of the day. I mean, you can
Yeah.
weigh it up against like their personal beliefs about what's right and wrong, but at the end of the day,
Yeah.
I just like jealous. Spurg can't handle it, having a tantrum. You know,
Pretty
So
much.
yeah, I mean, I don't want to stop anyone going into any urbex location I've been to,
Hmm.
but by nature of definition of what we do, being slightly more public than 100 of these people that we've never heard of because they don't have a
Hmm.
big presence or they're just on Facebook hidden away, which, let's face it, right? I mean, there are tens of thousands of urbexers out there who take great photos and they do a great service and all that, but they're not that well
Yeah.
known about. So,
Hmm.
it's kind of like when you become somebody that's more well known about, you become a target for all these people who go, who the hell does he think he is? Becoming well known and publicizing these places. It's like, well, you know, how did they get to find out about these places? Surely, they should be open for everyone to go and have a look at. The sad thing is
Yeah.
they do
Definitely.
get closed down fairly quickly afterwards, but that's it's just nature of the beast, isn't it?
It happens.
You know.
Like the one we went to, wasn't it? And when we went to that, and they've literally sealed up the door, that metal door. We were like, oh, all right, fair dues.
Yeah,
That was quick.
yeah, that's right. That's the one I'm doing the video on actually. Yeah, the
Is
if
it?
we
Is it that
yeah.
one? Is it?
I can mention it because the door is sealed. I mean, it has a building site door on it now, and people don't believe me, But all I can say is when we turned up for the very first time to this bunker, it's called Belsize Park Bunker. The door was open. I mean, it wasn't physically open. It was shut. But if you put your fingers in to like check it, it came open because the lock wasn't locking on the door. So it just opened, and we came back a month later. It was still open. We came back a month later. It was still open. And then we had the anti-terrorist police called on us because of this arsehole who's like them watching the bunkers because he doesn't want people going there. But every time we went there, the door was in exactly the same state. It was just a security door that if you put your fingers in around it and pulled it, it was open. Now, I mean, I've got video footage of me walking up to it, like the very first time, and it's like just open, and it was open throughout the whole of that period. I mean, Dan Dixon went there, and I said, as far as I know, right, it's still going to be open, and it was. But because his video channel is popular, so you had my video, then you had his video, then it got shut up. But I mean, we're into like April now, and I think it was the beginning of April. Dan did his video, so you're talking like 4 months this place has been open for. This is not like closed overnight because of what we did. So
Hmm.
a lot of people knew about it. A lot of people had a chance to go and see it. And, these people who sort of like get grinchy saying, like, oh, you publicizers have got closed. 4 months is a long time before something like shows up on the radar. And I would say calling the frigging police on people is probably going to put it more on the radar than anything else.
Definitely. Definitely.
So these people who moan about the fact that things end up getting shut down because of us, it's like, well, don't frigging call if you see us there, don't call the police on us, you idiots.
Yeah, because then it will get shut down, and then no one else will be able to go in there and have a look at it. So you've just shot yourself in the foot there, haven't you? If you're going to do that. So, and obviously this guy, whoever was like, "No, this is mine. No, you can't have it. I'm calling the police." Yeah, look what you've done now.
Yeah.
And obviously he's done it to other people, and karma is a bitch, as they say.
And I mean, I'll come on to like what have you been up to, because I'm just labouring the point here. You'll see. I mean, I'm just gonna like read out this person's comments, and the jealousy that is just reeking out. Like the jealousy and the anger that's reeking out from this person is just amazing. And claiming that I am the subject of a Transport for London investigation and court case. What? I'm going to court. We're this happened like December time. We were going and visiting this place. We're in April now. Am I in court? Am I really? Can you tell me more about my apparent court case? So fucking arseholes, giving it all like Mr. Williams, he's in trouble with he's not going back in there. He'll never be going back in there. Police investigations, court cases, transport for London. Blah, 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 blah. None of it true. I wasn't even questioned that night by the police. His mates were. Because he tried to shit on me, he got his mates in trouble, and 2 of them got COVID fines. Not me. And not Jordan. We were out the other end of the bunker and gone.
I didn't you have your dog with you that night? You said.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, and that's I put in the video actually. I said because Jordan's going to be like, "Oh, you're slagging me off," because it's like no, I just I'm just pointing out exactly what happened. We went to the end of this bunker. We opened the door. The alarms went off. Jordan jumps over the fence. I'm trying to get my dog ready. I'm like, "Where's Jordan?" I was like, "He's gone." Jordan's gone. It's like, so now how do I lift my dog over a fence? But I managed to do it. Just about.
Fair play. Fair play to you, mate.
And it's like an 8-foot fence. But luckily, I found that if you walked along it, there was a rise, and it became about 4 foot, and then I had to lift my dog up, and my dog was wriggling, and I'd just get my dog over the edge and drop my dog down as much as I could, and then drop her, so she landed on her legs. But Jordan, why you ran away and left me with my dog, you bastard.
Why you do this?
Oh well, it's understandable. I mean, it's the Clarkson rules bloody syndrome, isn't it? But yeah, it's not the first time this happened. Won't be the last, I'm sure. Not with Jordan, by the way. I'm just saying it's not the first time people are just like Matt's got his dog and loads of bags, and it's like, no, I don't care about Matt and all his bags. Let's run and leave Matt behind. Yeah. Mm.
Yeah. That's bent. Well, fair play. You got your dog over that fence. Fair play to you, mate.
Yeah. And I was reading the text earlier on, and I was like, this guy is in a fantasy land. This Matt Hooper guy. He's in a fantasy land. I mean, he's dropped himself in it by taking photos of my car and sending them, and then going, "Oh, I know you were there," and all that. And it's like, so he's obviously implicating himself, in being the person who made the phone call, but to the police. But here's the thing: he denied being the person who made the phone call to the police. No, it was nothing to do with me. It was nothing to do with me, even though previously, twice, he had photographed people's cars at bunkers and sent them with threatening messages to various people. Then exactly the same things that happened at this bunker, right? He sent a photo of my car, so he's obsessed with my car and other people's cars. He's obsessed with them, yeah. And then so I said, nobody send him anything, right? Keep him in a vacuum, right, after this event, and see what he says. So what does he say? I know you were at the bunker. here's a photo of your car. Transport for London. Threat, 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 threat. And he just started reeling out this stuff. And it's like, it's amazing. Mate, you absolutely drop yourself in it. But what comes next is the cherry on the cake. So he then denied it was him. It was somebody else. I was never there. It's all bollocks, except for the fact that somebody had a camera, dashboard camera, in their car facing my car. And when this little fucking Spurg Central fucking went up to my car and started, like, obsessing over it and looking in my window and taking photos and then calling the police, and you could literally see him standing there like, and he's looking in the window, and then he's like, and then the police come, and then he's, here, this is his car, right? But his story that he gives in text form of what happened that night, because it wasn't him, it was his mates. But he's the
All
only
right.
person.
Okay.
He's the only person who's ever been obsessing over our cars and sending out photos of our cars. But this was his mates that night, and there he is on camera on somebody's dash cam, large as life, pointing the police to my car, my car, my car, my car, my car. I swear, if it wasn't illegal, if it wasn't, if he wouldn't have gone in trouble, he would literally taken a hammer to my window and climbed inside my car and been looking through my car. That's how obsessed he was with my car. And you're going to see the footage of Mr. Obsessed with my car in my video tomorrow.
Yeah, you showed me the dash cam footage. It's plain as day. He's doing this. It's like, yeah,
and he's
it's
taking
like,
photos, and then he's on the phone, and then he's walking up and down stressed. He's stressed about it all. As you can see him, you can see the stress. It's just amazing. But he was never there, folks. No, he was never there. No.
oh no, it was like I remember. Was it Urban Lad Yorkshire's live stream where you caught him on there? I remember, and he was just like, "No, no, it wasn't me," and you're just like going, "Oh, I've got the evidence, mate." And what did he say? He was at home on his Xbox or something like that. I
Yeah.
vaguely remember him saying, "I'm like, you're just bullshitting now, my friend. You're just digging a hole. Keep digging, mate.
The thing
That's
is,
it. Go on."
prior to this night's events, this guy
Yeah.
had been sending photos of our cars, to various people, like Hidden History of Ray and Steve
Did he?
and Benno.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, he'd been sending our photos and saying, I've seen these cars and it's not right. And then he was making up letters that were apparently from Transport for London saying, like, they're investigating it. And then he was like making up signs saying that the bunkers now had cameras in them. And like, and all, you know, getting a little bit too involved for no apparent reason. Why does it matter to you?
He just sounds obsessed.
Mm.
He's got one thing in his mind, and that's all he's going to do. But when he's confronted about it, he backtracks. No, that wasn't me. Honest. No, yes, it was you, my friend.
Yeah. And yeah, I'm just looking at the comments. Well, all I can say is, denials are one thing, but having sent a load of photos of our cars and arguing the toss over why we were doing it probably gave the game away when, on the night that this shit happened, yet again another photo was sent out by that person saying, I know you've been in the bunkers again, and I know you've got done. Secret vault was seen, literally being questioned by police. No, he wasn't. He wasn't.
No.
That was your mates. Yeah. Because you stood at the end of the lane, and instead of going down where all the action was that you for the trouble you caused, You stood at the end of the lane and just walked up and down next to my car. Yeah. Whereas you were sending the police down the lane and down the lane. And the funny thing was, right, the police were all over my car because this guy was making it like this is the center of the universe. This is like where like gravity rotates around Matt Williams's
Yeah.
car. Like this is where, everything in the universe rotates around this point. Matt Williams's car, Matt Williams's car, Matt Williams's car. And this guy being obsessed, was keeping the police and the police were going and looking in it and looking in the windows and I don't know what the hell were they expected to see? It's like an empty car. I'm in the bunker, and you've got two people you've just like nabbed. So what are they expected to see? But it was all like the car, the car, the car. And the funny thing is, not only, and this is why I think the universe is kind of like plays jokes on wankers sometimes like that. Yeah, is not only did we get out the other end, not a problem. Even with my dog, like my dog got out, and it's like over a bloody fence, right? I waited my time and I got back in my car and drove away in between one of the police officers going down to the lane to have a little look at what was going on. And I sneaked across the street, got in, started the car, and drove off. And they were probably very like, "Oh, he's got away! Bloody hell!" So
I like that.
all I'm gonna say is, yeah, that's how close you got to the secret vault, mate. That's about as close as you got to the secret vault. Well done, sir. Well done. Yeah, well done. I've seen your videos. I've seen your photos. Right, your shitting on the secret vault is about as good as your photos and your videos. Not very, not very good. Not very good. Yeah.
I've seen his videos.
Oh yeah. Can't spell. Can't spell. No grammar. Like his titles are off the edge of the screen, so they're cut off. And he's going, "I'm available for work. Hire me as a video professional." The title's off the edge of the screen. It's like, wow. I don't think. I think if this guy had a turd on his forehead, he probably wouldn't even realize it. Yeah. Wow. Like a literal turd, like with turd tears coming down the sides like that. He probably wouldn't even realize it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's like someone said in the chat. It's jealousy. It's jealous. He's just jealous. Jealous of people making a name for themselves, and just because someone like that is going down and finding these amazing places, he's getting his brain's just going, "Oh, I can't take this. I can't take this. I've got to do something about it." Yeah, and they end up doing fucking stupid shit like that, and they know they've been caught, and then he fucking backtracks. So,
yeah.
Sorry, but karma, my friend, karma will come and bite you. So.
Well, on that note, I'm going to really forcibly try and drag myself off this subject now, because.
Okay, mate. No worries.
Oh no, it's not you. It's me. It's me because I'll just get bloody obsessed with talking about it. But the thing is, it's like I'm at the end of my video. I'm probably gonna have to have a live stream and I'm gonna see whether I can bring on some of the personalities. Some of them might come on. Some of them probably won't come on because Benno's a bit like precious about his voice and his image. Jordan will come on.
Okay, fair enough.
But it's I mean he's welcome to. He wants to maintain his anonymity, but it's very hard. But he was one of the guys that was slapped a COVID fine, so I think it would be good for him to come on. But I don't think he wants to. He doesn't like to ripple, doesn't want to cause waves. But I'm like, no, this fucking arsehole has just shat on you, and he's supposed to be your friend,
Oh, he was friends with him. Jesus. Fucking hell.
So, I think he has to kind of remember, who is real friends and who don't give a shit about him. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he. Yeah. Yeah, if I was him, I'd be on there. Definitely.
Yeah.
Christ.
And I was just one last thing. Then I was going to say,
Okay.
there was some discussion about there were some other guys down this bunker, and he said in his text, this Matt Hooper guy, he said, "Oh, there were people down there and they saw a secret vault," and it's like, "Oh, really? Is that the people I saw walking up?" And one of them had a massive polo of drugs like cocaine or ketamine round his nose.
Hmm.
Yeah, 28 days later. Yeah, right.
Hmm.
Yeah, I
Hmm.
saw that guy. Yeah, I saw that guy. So the thing is, I mean, it's like there was excuses given that it was like something to do with those people who are in there. It's like they don't know my car. They're not obsessing over my car. They haven't been sending pictures of my car over the last couple of months. But yeah, oh well. Hmm. Right, on to another subject then. Right, what have you been up to recently then? And where have you been? Let's try and
uh,
claw ourselves away from.
yeah.
It
Um.
is low hanging.
What's
It's
what?
low hanging fruit dealing with shit, isn't it? But let's try and yeah,
That's all right, mate. Yeah. Apart from that we were with you the other weekend, doing a few bits with you. You showed us that mine, and where did
what I
we go
did is
after that? We
I showed you the entrance to it, and I went right. You piss off and
Yeah,
do it.
go. Oh, I'm
Yeah,
I'm gonna go
I'm
and
not having nothing to do with this. Bye.
yeah, we did some. Obviously, did the explore. Did some paranormal down there, so that'll be out this week. Uh, some interesting stuff came from that. To be fair, especially down there. And obviously, we did a spirit box, and we did the Netrophonic app. Is it? Am I
Yeah,
saying that right? Yeah, some interesting words came through that. We got called. No, I won't say anything because it'll give it away on the video. But we got called some interesting things. Yeah, it was. And do you know? Because it was quite warm down there, and we were getting cold spots, which was weird. Because we were quite far in as well, and I couldn't see where a breeze like that would come from. I mean, we were right pretty much at the back of it, to be fair. And when I was in there, we found a spot and we could hear a fan, which
ah,
was weird.
I told you about that place, didn't I?
Yeah. We could hear a fan. I was like, where's it coming from?
Mm.
So that was weird.
That's the lowest part of the bunker, which is nearest to the working bunker. That's beyond it.
Because there was heat coming from it. It was quite warm.
Mm.
And I could hear a fan. And it was next to like a hole. There was a hole. And then it was obviously in a corner. We were like, what's that humming? I literally, I put my camera next to it. You can hear it. It's weird. I was like, okay, that must be next to another bit. That's obviously, like you say, it's working.
Mm.
I checked out a hotel today, which I'm keeping an eye on. Couldn't get in, but I think there might be a way to get in through the roof. So I might go back there and check it again, and then obviously go back there with Taffy so we can get in there, which has been closed
Just
for a while.
walk up the joints between the roof. Like
Yeah,
the silver lead, like where, but never walk across the main part of the roof. That's something I've learned over the years. But
and there's this manor house that we want to go and do. Been looking at for a while. Just got everything left in it. Well, there's a hotel. There's a grand piano left in there, stuff like that. So yeah,
oh,
got that to do.
oh, time capsule. Oh,
Time
grand
capsule.
piano,
Time capsule. You love it in there.
grand piano.
Mate, I don't know if I've sent you the picture of it. You might have heard of it. Uh,
I'm looking at your videos now. You've got a lot of You've got a lot of lives.
Yeah, and I need to take. I'll take them down.
No, I'm just looking. There's a high proportion of lives versus. Hang on, Monkton,
the last
Farley,
days.
Sally in the Woods mine. Hang on, that's 1 hour 27. You've got it up.
Yeah.
You've got it up.
Yeah, it's been up for a couple of days.
But you just said
since last week.
You just said I didn't want to spoil it. So, but it's out.
No, I've got the paranormal bit. I did that separate.
Okay.
Because it's not in that video. I kind of like end it a little bit and then. So yeah, I thought I'd do that separate.
Oh, so if I was to like bring up your video now, we could have a look at it. Should we have a look at his video? Should we have a look at it? Hang on. Let's bring it up, folks. Oh no, I don't want adverts. Oh, piss off.
No.
How is there adverts? Oh, because I'm in Chrome, sorry. Oh, there he is. Can everybody hear that?
Yeah.
They can, you can't. You can't.
I can't hear it.
No.
See you later, bud.
Oh, what have I done? What have I done? What have I done? No, I fucked it. I'm sorry. Shit. Sorry.
Hang on. Let me see if I can hear it.
Oh.
Yeah, they can hear it.
Yeah, I'm here.
They can hear it. I'll translate for you. So you're just on the outside, and for some reason you're not in focus. So.
Let's go, guys. Let's go.
Let's go.
You're not in focus at the moment, but you're focused for infinity, but not for close. Right. Oh, I'm going to skip forward. You got. Oh, that's better. We got Gav's butt now. Oh. Gav's butt.
I'll pass it through, mate.
Yeah,
I'll pass it through, Nick.
it's looking pretty good. Hang on, let me see if I pause it. Look, right, I'm just going to share the. Oh, fucking hell. Right, hang on. Sorry, share screen, share, which one? This screen with audio for you. So if I share the screen, you can see what we're seeing now. There we go.
There we go.
There we go. Gav's butt, look. It's a mighty impressive butt, I must say.
Oh, it is tight.
Can you drop it? Oh, I'm definitely not fitting.
What's tight?
Oh, you're fit to work, Claire.
I've got to go on a diet, guys.
I'm not saying I got to go on a diet, guys. I'm not saying anything.
Like being reborn again.
Oh, you skipped the like hard work of getting through the hole bit. I thought it was the best bit. It's normally like watching people struggle getting through that hole. You were being polite there, I think, with your edit.
Yeah,
Good job I brought some spare clothing.
I only got me and Gav coming through.
What have we do it?
You were behind me, mate, so...
Go on, wow.
There they go.
Anyway,
We're gonna have to get you a wide angle lens because
This is like slippery.
it's looking good. It's looking good on the stabilization front, but the focus is a bit.
I'm not looking where I'm filming.
Shit.
Oh,
Yeah, it's just
Mental.
the bottom one
Guys.
of these.
it's all right though.
Oh, no, it's
Oh, it's not easy to focus. I know exactly what you're suffering there, but it's not easy to focus on a not seriously wide angle lens.
Yeah.
Let's have a look what we got then. It's nice and bright, but
Wow, this is mental, guys. Absolutely mental.
yeah. Oh well, on that amazing bombshell. So people have had a taste of it. Let's bring up the StreamYard again. Yeah, you got to watch that focusing. So unless you go on a bloody GoPro, which focuses everything close and far, you got to be on point with that.
Yeah, I say I'm getting. I learn more about that camera every time I use it, so it's getting there with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still need to get another lens. I know everyone's saying, I can't see the sides. I said, I know. I'm working on it, guys. Give me
Wide. You need wide.
I know which one to get. Matt, you've told me which one, and I'll get
12
it.
to 14 millimeter.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. And I need to get the adapter, did you say? So in
But
case
mind
I get
you,
another camera,
your
I can
yeah,
use.
but a 12 to 14 on your one won't cut it because it's a micro sensor. So therefore, 12 to 14 will act like a 30 to 50. So it's gonna
Okay.
you if you've got a 1 inch sensor, then a wide angle lens of 14 will be wide angle. But if you've got a small sensor, see what happens is if a 14 millimeter lens on that sensor looks wide, but on your sensor it goes like that, so it only sees a small part of it, so it's no longer wide anymore.
Okay.
So if you've got a small sensor, you've got to have an even smaller lens, which means yours would probably need to be like 8 millimeter, which I don't think they make them for that size of camera. So, you get 8 millimeter lenses on GoPros, like which have got tiny sensors. They're like that. They're not like that or like that. They're like that. You get 8 millimeter lenses for that, but yeah, but it is hard. I mean, if you're trying to focus that stuff, it is hard unless you've got like what's the thing called? It's called what the fuck's it called now? I forget. It's not like zebras. It's something else. It's the zebras tell you when you're too bright, and
Okay.
because it like shows this rolling image thing that shows you too bright. It's called zebraing. Yeah. Zebra,
Okay.
black and white, and it shows you it rolling down the lightest parts of the image. Like my head would be zebraing now. That's zebra quality. It should be zebraing. If I had a camera on the display, it'll say zebra on the lightest parts, so it'd be zebraing up there. But focus assist. Sorry, focus assist. That's what I'm thinking of. Focus assist. When you go in focus on your screen, you can choose red, green, or blue, but that color that you assign shows up. So it's like if it's showing you like all this speckling on the side of my head, if it's showing you speckling there, it means that I'm in focus. Whereas if you change the focus, the speckling goes off my head and the speckling goes to the back, you can tell that the background's in focus. So if you zoom again, then you see all the speckling go back on my head. You can tell I'm in focus, but it shows you this like speckling, like noise, and that won't be filmed. It doesn't show up on the footage, but it just shows you speckling around the edge of whatever's in focus. So you can choose whether this is in focus or this is in focus. But yeah,
Okay. Yeah, I need to play around with it.
either that or you have to do zooming, which some cameras do. They double the zoom like digitally, and then you can see what's in focus. So it's like you can zoom in on that like close up focus, and then you just pop back, and it's all in focus.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, some videos I've done with it have turned out, and then I'll look at it and think, oh shit, and then it wasn't in focus halfway through. Like you did comment on one of my videos, didn't you? So it wasn't focused at the beginning, and then I suddenly realised, and I was like, oh, there we go.
Yeah.
When you're filming and you think, that doesn't look right. There you go, got it.
Yeah.
I think it was Wigan and Lee, was it? I think you commented on that. It was the first like 10 minutes was just like blurred, and I was like, oh fuck.
Mate,
And then
I've done
obviously I
it.
realised.
I have done it. I mean, it's really easy to do. But all I can say is that on the big camera, I tend to just this thing's autofocus is okay, but it does have to have light. If you don't have light, it won't autofocus. So if you're in the dark, you have got problems. But like if you've got enough light, this thing will autofocus. But on the big camera, what I've got is I've literally put Tipex marks on the lens. So like on the side there, you can literally spin the Tipex mark, junk into line, and then I know that's in focus for infinity for like proper. But if I come close to something, it's got a second Tipex mark, which is that's the closer. So I know from me to there, that's focused for reading. So when I come up to something, I just look on the side of the camera. I don't look through the lens. I just go like that and spin that up. Yeah. And if I want to go back to infinity, I just spin the other Tipex mark back up. And this is how the professionals work like this. If you notice, they've got a big like focus control, and they literally get a pen, and they just put a mark on the side. They just literally just mark the side. You know, they just go mark like that, and then they spin that into the line, so they know which the focus marks are. But you know, it's with lower like range wide angle cameras, you know, like wide angle lenses, you're so much tighter control you have to have. You know, when it's very wide, it's less. You know, it's like everything's in focus more. So yeah.
Wow, you learn something new.
Yeah.
I did not know that. That'll be interesting. I'll have to play around with my camera later.
Yeah, go outdoors, right? Go outdoors and open the iris, because it's important to open the iris, because the iris is literally, you know, like your iris of your eye, yeah?
Yeah.
If you close the iris down like I'm doing here with my fingers, it works exactly the same. If I make a tiny little hole through there, then I can see very clearly, because I've got eyesight problems, right? And I can't see distant things. But if I create a tiny little pinhole, just like that, just like a pinhole through there. If I close it right down to a pinhole, I reduce the light so it gets darker, but now I can see really sharp. Whereas if I move that out of the way, I can't read in the distance. But if I move that pinhole in front, it's sharp. So what you got to remember is that like when you're out in the day, your camera tries to compensate by closing the iris down, and you don't want to do that. You want to force the iris to be open wide, and then you focus for infinity there, and that's where you make your marks on the lens. When the iris is open, you make your marks on the lens then, and you know, for close and distant, you do it with the iris wide open. You can get around it by shuttering down, because it's probably all going to get white. If you're in the daytime, it's going to get white. So you turn it from being like 1/100th of a shutter to 2/1000th of a shutter, yeah. But keep that iris open wide, and then you focus for the distance, make a mark on the lens, little Tipex mark, and then you focus for like, you know, 5 feet in front of you, you know, and you focus for that, make a little mark on the lens there. And then you can sort of like basically forget about it, because like, you know, if that mark is dialed in, like you know you're going to be infinity. Yeah. But like doing autofocus and it goes and you think it's got it right and it hasn't, and you go all day long and it'll still be getting it wrong because there's not enough light. So just do it in the daytime, put marks on the lens, and don't trust autofocus. Yeah, that's all I can say.
No worries. I think it might have been not on autofocus on that day. I'm not sure. I can't remember, to be honest.
Yeah, but it's annoying.
Most of the time, I'll do it manually, because I'll set it up before I even put it on. But just like you say, light in it, and then obviously I need to set it properly as well.
It's really hard if you're looking at a viewfinder that only has like, I don't know, 1,000 pixel resolution, and you've got a 4K camera. You know, well, it's going to be a fourth out, isn't it? It's like whatever you
Yeah.
focus is going to be a fourth wrong, no matter what you do, unless you do a zoom in. So like you're like looking in on the image and looking up close, so it zooms in,
Yeah.
digital zoom, and then you can see what the actual pixel to pixel like zoom is, and then it goes chunk and it zooms back out. Unless you've got that zoom function, or you have this thing called focus assist, which shows you all the like the noise around what's in focus. You know, if you've got that, then you don't have to bother zooming in. You don't have to do this like digital zoom. Then yeah, but it is a bitch. It is a bitch, and even like GoPros aren't in focus. Like people buy GoPros and they're not focused for infinity. They're focused for like about 50 feet in front of them, but they're not focused for
Okay.
mountains. They're not focused for the hillsides. You know,
No,
so
they're not.
you know, so you have to get like a pliers on them and crack the glue on a GoPro, crack it, you know, and then you have to just slightly more focus, and then it's focused for infinity, and you know, but you just got to be aware of it. It's like, you know, focus is a thing. So yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely. Well, I appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. You know, I'm learning all the time with doing this now, because now I've got the equipment. It's just like, oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Until someone explains to me, then it'd just be like, okay,
Well,
I don't know what you're on about.
I mean, you know, it was straight away. I was like, oh shit, it's not in focus. So you need to get a wide angle lens, or you need to get like, you know, so you need a 1 inch sensor with a wide angle lens, because even if you get the wide angle lens, a 14mm is going to be like probably 30mm, which is not very wide. You know, it's wide, but it's not very wide. Yeah.
Okay, no worries. I appreciate that, mate. Well, you know, I'd prefer someone to say, than be like, oh, that was good. Because I know,
Yeah,
I know you know. I know
I'm a
that
bastard for honesty, mate. You got to be.
Oh, I appreciate that.
No,
I know.
I'm an absolute bastard for honesty, because yeah, you ain't gonna win any can awards with out of focus footage, you know.
No, I know that, man. Well, you know, I'm learning every day doing this, so it's cool, man. It's cool. I know. I appreciate it. I'd rather someone just say, "Listen, you need to do this sound." That's fine.
Have
I
a look on your
appreciate that.
camera. Have a look on your camera for a zoom in mode. You know, that it's like a focus mode where it goes chink. It doesn't affect the filming, you know, because it doesn't zoom in on the filming. It'll still continue to film wide, but from your
Yeah.
viewfinder, it just goes ching and like pops in, and it's seeing all the pixels close up, and then you can focus it. And once you've done that, you press the button again. It goes chunk and it goes back full wide. Then you know it's in focus. That's the function you need to find, or you need to find out if there's a focus assist mode on your camera. And I would imagine there is. I would imagine there is. So worth checking it out.
I was shocked. Yeah, I will definitely look at that. I will definitely look at that, mate. Definitely.
And if there isn't, because you got a Canon, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. If there isn't, check out Magic Lantern for Canon, because Magic Lantern is software that you can put on your Canon that gives you features that weren't available on the camera when you bought it. So Magic Lantern is a special extra things that they didn't want you to have. So yeah. Magic Lantern does have focus assist. I've used it, so check it out.
Right, will do. Yeah, definitely. Unforeseen urbex. No, I don't have a Hero 9. I have a Hero 4. That's how old my GoPro is.
Do you want to hold
I've
on?
had that
Do
thing.
you want to hold on to what's going on for a minute? Because I need
man.
comfort break. So I'm gonna rip it off a minute. I'll see you in a sec. You're in charge, sir.
I'm in charge.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I have a Hero 4. I do, and my camera is a Canon 2000D. So yeah, if you don't know who I am, I'm Explore Me Brady. Hello, how you doing, guys? Thank you to people who've subscribed tonight. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. But yeah, thanks, Matt. He obviously knows his stuff. Fair play to him. Like, I do need to get a wide angle lens and stuff like that. It's one of them, isn't it? I mean, the gimbal I've got is amazing. Yeah, I think it's the same one as Matt's. I think it's the crane. I think it was the crane. Yeah, I've got the crane. Hey, Gareth. Dang, Brady in charge. That's what it says on my jumper. Dang. I'm all right, Nick Mundell. How are you? I'm good, man. Thank you, Barry, for dropping my link. I appreciate that. Yeah. Oh, is he back?
Yeah, I am. What does Subaru said? He said, thanks, I don't know what you're on about, but well, slows away. But Mick, he says, no offence, but you're promoting Barry Little too much. We know he's God, but come on.
I don't know what he means by that.
No. I thought there's a TV series called American Gods, but I didn't know if Barry Little was on it, so... Yeah. He says he's got the Sony X3000 and a GoPro 8, but he uses an iPhone, and it sure gives the look. It gives. One day I'll upgrade to a good camera. Well, yeah, iPhones. I mean, they're big up themselves, but I don't think anyone professional would really use one. But yeah, big up the iPhone. Big up the iPhone massive. There are no cameras. There are no cameras out there apart from iPhones. Yeah, right. Whatever.
Yeah. Loadover, is that? Am I saying that right? Loadover 89. What's my favourite explore to date? It has to be the BA place at the moment. That was mental. That place was just amazing.
So I'm just reading some comments. Yeah, it was a good one. That was, wasn't it? You know,
I enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that one. That was a good one for me. To be fair, out of what I've done so far at the moment. And the do you know what? And the mine was good as well. It's good down there. That was my first one, by the way. If you didn't know, that's my first ever. So good one to start with. To be fair, isn't was the Swan mine near that one as well? Sure it is. I'm sure it wasn't far down the road.
Yeah, Swan Mine was very close to that one. Yes, literally, stone's throw.
Because I think we drove past it.
Brady, he says he uses a 14mm lens on a Nikon, and they're pretty good. You can get them on a Canon. You can, but the thing is, a 14mm lens is extremely wide for a 1-inch sensor, but a 14mm lens is not at all wide for a small sensor, like a Micro Four Thirds. Yeah, I mean, because you need to be down in the 8 and 9mm to get what a 14mm will do on a 1-inch sensor. It's like it's a lot smaller. You need, so yeah. It depends on the sensor size, and some sensors are bigger than others. And if you're working on a 1-inch sensor, which is about the same as they consider, sorry, if you're
Bless
working
you.
on a 1-inch sensor, it's what they consider to be the same as 35mm movie film. You know, so if
You've
you've got
you've still got me single.
yeah, so like if you that's considered like the standard is like 35mm movie is, and those lenses then are all will correspond if they say like, oh, movie films, oh yeah, I'm on a 50mm, I'm on a 50mm lens, you know, it's like, you know, or a 28mm lens. That's the standard that everyone works to. If you're working on like little
Yeah.
sensors, then it's like having a 16mm movie camera. The quality is smaller, the pixels are smaller, you know, the grain is more, you know, and any size of lens you have will be about half the, you know, 1-inch sensor size. So yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
What they on about now? We can't see you, Matt. Oh, true. That is true. They can't see me.
Yeah, you still got. There we go.
Yeah, that is true. They can't see me. Well, I don't know what's going on. I don't look at bloody screens. I just talk to a camera. You know, I don't read your comments, half of them, and I don't even look at what's on the screen. You know, that's me. Yeah, just chat, just chat. Yeah. Oh well.
Thank you, Bill Deacon. He's just subscribed to me. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that, man.
Yeah. So where have we been together? Then we did the Kyle Went, which I can now talk about because I guess we're not going to be going back there. I was gonna do a funny one with Taffy, but he's not in the mood for it at the moment. So yeah,
Yeah, we were supposed to meet up this weekend, weren't we? But that never happened.
yeah, we were gonna have a meeting. Yeah, thanks True Harm for your subscription, and yeah, it didn't come off, and it's like I know Exploring with Gav was chomping at the bit to get his video out because he'd finished his video of this place. But I mean, I've probably got about 8 hours of footage at Kyle Went. It's that big. So
It is massive. Guys, it's huge. That place is mental.
nobody's ever really done it before in Urbex terms.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Brady came there with Taffy and Gav and everyone. I mean, Urban Paranormal 666 was there as well. And I just said,
Yeah, she was there.
I just said, nobody's going to do this. Nobody's going to do this. And like, we were 2.5 hours in and they were like, oh, I feel like going home now. It's a bit big. It's a bit big. And I was like, yeah, I said, I knew we'd be coming on 2 separate occasions and we'd be doing 2 massive videos. Well, I went back with Gav and John, and fair play, I think we did 5 hours there. So about
Did you?
5 hours and
Wow.
2.5 hours. And I was in agony. My back was killing me. I wasn't feeling well, and like, but we all just trooped on, and we just did it. But like, we're talking about 8 hours of footage. So Gav's got about, I think, 4 or 5 hours, like, because he didn't film the whole time. I filmed most of the time. He just filmed the key moments. But he's gonna have like about 4 videos of about an hour minimum each. You know, so you're talking like there's how big this place is, right? And we're, you know, that's just scratching the surface. There were some areas we didn't go because they were active, you know. So yeah, 5 hours of, you know, documentation. And I think it is important that we document it as well because they're actually knocking it down bit by bit by bit and turning that base into rubble to put in buildings, and it's all going to be bye-bye, and nobody will have filmed it. Nobody would have documented this place at all. It's going to be like, bye. They're knocking it down as we speak. So, yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's a mental place, that.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Nick Blundell, for subscribing. Appreciate that, buddy.
There you go. But you got a feel of how big it was. I mean, what were your feelings about the general flavour of being down there? Because it's not many people have ever done that. I've never seen any videos on YouTube of that apart from you know,
I didn't know it was there until everyone said. I was like, "Hey, what? No."
yeah.
And he was like, "It's massive." I was like, "You sure?" And then you got there and you're just like, "Oh, okay, yeah." 2.5 hours and we still haven't done it all.
We were just
Like,
in one corner of it, 2.5 hours, and we were just in a
Yeah.
corner of it, weren't we? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's mental. Oh. I say I didn't go back for the second bit. I was working, I think. I would have, but it's just one of them, innit? I mean, you've got 8 hours worth of footage.
I think so. Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Obviously, do it in bits. I presume you'll put it out on bits.
I'll have to. I might do it
Yeah.
1 hour at a time because it's so big. You know, I mean, it's just like, well, here's a little bit, here's a little bit. But I'll try and condense it down, and then at the end, I'll do a. This is like, you know, unedited, kind of like the full feel type of thing. You know, but I mean, I did say to people, I said, did you know before we go, I'll send you the footage, right? And I sent a few people out. This is what it's like from drone, and it was 1 hour of drone flying, right, around the base because it's that big. It was 1 hour of drone flying up and down, zigzag, zigzag, zigzag across the base. 1 hour. Yeah, so you can easily see how it took us 8 hours to walk it. You know, so
Mental, absolutely mental.
yeah.
I say I'd like to come back down your way again soon. Gonna have to come and do a madness again because I want to see if they do that shelter again so we can get in there. You know,
Which
the
one was
one
that?
where you hopped over the one where you hopped over the up the wall, remember? And then the bloody security came. Remember we were there last time with the dogs.
Oh, dogs. Hang on, you got me thinking now. Which one are we on about?
Last time I saw you, it was the last yeah, it was pretty much the last time I saw you.
Oh, do you think is that the one where like Taffy wanted to see it?
Yeah, and then we
Ah,
all decided to go,
yeah.
and
Well,
then
I don't know if it was security or whether it was dog walkers, but yeah, we're not sure. Is that the one? Yeah.
yeah, that was the one. Yeah, and you got in there, didn't you? Didn't you say you got in there?
Well, I've been in there, but yeah. In fact, I made a phone call to the owner of the owner of the base before you got there, and for some reason, I got through to a woman, and she was being a bit like, but let me speak to him. I was like, can I speak to, matey? And she
Yeah.
went, she was like, what's it about? And I'm like, oh, here we are, gatekeeper, like gatekeeper, So I'm like, well,
Yeah.
it's about this. And she was like, well, he can't speak to you. And I'm thinking, what, is he ill? He might be. He might be like in bed dying or something. I don't know. But
Yeah.
she goes, "Oh, he's not dealing with any of that anymore." I'm like, It's like pissy attitude, like, because this guy actually told me if ever I wanted to go back to this place, I was welcome. And then, okay, I haven't spoken to him for a couple of years, and I thought, well, last time I went there, we got booted out by security, and I thought, well, this time, I'll ask, you know. Because it was I didn't ask permission last time we went there and we got booted out with security, and I thought, well, I'll ask, and apparently, so the gatekeeper says he's not available anymore. But anyway, there we are. Yeah. So don't know what's going on there. Maybe he's dead or something. Maybe she's like, maybe she's murdered him and she's like feeding on his money or something. So she wonders why. Why do you want to know? I have not. The body is not in the basement. No, no.
No, I'm gonna get found out. No.
Yeah. So, but she didn't just tell me. She didn't just say like, well, this is the reason why. She was just like, no, you can't speak to him anymore. And I'm like, why? It's like, it's just like, just just tell me what the reason is. Like, you know, why can't I speak to him? You know, it's just like, no, you can't speak to him anymore. No, they don't deal with that anymore. And it's like, who the hell are you? I didn't speak to you before. You know. Oh dear.
Maybe he's got a secretary now or something. I don't know.
Well, yeah, they're saying just try again. I could, but yeah, couldn't find out what's going on. Maybe I'll, you know, be the one that like gets him out of the basement where he's been tied up and chained for 3 years or something. You know.
Yeah, and he's like, "Thank you." Well,
It's like,
thank
oh,
you for
somebody
going.
actually bothered to try and save me here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to meet up again soon, mate. Definitely.
Oh,
Yeah, man.
nice knees. One
You're
for the
welcome.
ladies. One for the ladies.
Little leg.
Do you want
There
to
you
see my knees? Ready? Here's my knees. Oh, there's my knee. Oh, look. He's got the thermals on.
Oh, he's got his thermals on.
Do you know what? I stopped wearing the thermals because it was so warm recently. I started not wearing them, and I went to do an explore the other night, and I was so cold. I was so bitterly cold because I wasn't wearing my thermals that I called it off. I couldn't do it. I had to bottle it out, and they were like, "Go on, go on." I was like, they didn't realize I was shivering, and like I got back in my car. It took me half an hour with the heaters on in the car before I felt normal. I wasn't feeling well at all. Now,
Jesus.
I am somebody that needs to be warm. I do like my thermals. So yeah, they're back on now because I can't handle a cold.
Haunted Coachman says knee porn. Yeah, it's a bit of knee porn for you there, guys. There you go.
Yeah.
Get a bit of leg for you
I
there.
could probably get my actual knees out. Look, there we are.
Look at them calves.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. I've got a bit more hair than you, haven't I?
Yeah.
Bit
Have
more
you?
hair.
I don't know.
What do you reckon?
Probably. I'm not that hairy, to be honest, mate. So hang on. Angle it down. There you go. Look at that muscle there.
What do you reckon? More muscle? I got more muscle, but I can't run. Is it called fat? Is it fat? It's fat, I think. It's not muscle. Yeah.
Jesus. There you go, guys. You've had a bit of leg.
I actually ordered, believe it or not, this evening, I ordered a shaver to shave off some of my hairs because it's getting a bit crazy. But I was like, oh, Amazon Prime, I can have it tomorrow. And it was like £26. I was like, no, I don't know. So I was like, looking, it was like £18. There was a kit looking. It was like, oh, £15. Oh, and I got one down to a 10. I've got it down to a tenner now. So a tenner on Amazon Prime. It better be good. Yeah. I can shave my eyebrows then as well, look. Because they're getting a bit...
Ooh.
They're getting a bit big.
A bit bushy.
Yeah, I can shave my eyebrows off then as well, which I was telling you about doing the other day when I was shave them off. Not completely, but, you know, yeah.
Yeah, I just saw the comment, shave your eyebrows off. I was like, no, I'm not doing that.
But look, he's taking his beard off. Look, he's got his hair down right now. Now the eyebrows next.
Yeah. I need to pluck them actually. They're looking a bit bushy.
That's a good point actually. This does not pluck anymore. So I can't get my hairs out of my nose.
I've got an electric thing for that.
Oh, bloody hell! And I was looking.
Yeah,
I was noticed a couple of my videos where I was like, "Hello, folks," and I'm there. Look now. See, if the moment you point up, right? The moment you point up, it makes it look like you've got massive boogies in your nose. It's not. It's just hairs. Right, and it's like literally. Oh God. So I don't know. It's not good. It's not good. But anyway, They will be plucked soon, folks, so you won't have to put up with that shit again.
This live is sponsored by Manscaped.
Manscaped,
Is
yeah,
it
exactly.
multi-purpose?
But it literally, like, I had something white hanging up my nose. It might have been a bit of tissue paper or something. It was like, I was like in a video the other day, and I'm like, Jesus. When I edit them on a small screen, and then you watch it on the big screen, I'm like, oh no,
And I've noticed that myself when I've done it, and I'm like, oh no, look at that. Oh,
yeah,
oh well. What can I do?
indeed, yeah.
Oh, dear.
And I hate shaving. If I could have it like lasered out, I'd go for laser treatment. I think and just get rid of it for once and for all.
Well, I've decided I'm never growing a beard again. I can't be doing it. Ugh, it's just wrong.
Too much effort in it.
Yeah, mate. It's just keeping it trim, and that's why I just said, do you know what? I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna shave this bloody thing off.
Yeah.
I've had enough. I've had enough, man. It was horrible. Absolutely horrible.
It's like the males sort of like have hair, and then women have like bleeding. So yeah, not good.
Yeah,
It's not good.
Whatever
women.
bleeds for 3 days. Yeah.
Yeah, women look really nice when they come up to a camera this close, right? But like I have to shave every like 1.5 days, otherwise I'm going to look like this.
Yeah,
so
pretty daily to be fair.
Mm.
God, excuse me.
Yeah. Well, it's
I can't
4.
see my comment. It's 4:15, my friend.
It's 4:15. I don't know. Should we? Have we got lives, or have we not got lives?
I don't know. I've enjoyed this, mate. Thanks. I appreciate this tonight, mate.
Well, it's been different.
Yeah.
I haven't felt the need to like ask anybody to come in, and I think they're giving up on the asking now because they know I'm just like.
Yeah.
It just becomes a free for all, doesn't it? When you get like 2 or 3 people in, it's like, oh my god.
Yeah, it is. It's mental, mate.
Yeah, womandem. Yeah, the womandem.
Yeah.
Mick J is sending out lots of hearts to Barry and Natalie.
Natalie, yeah. Hi,
Yeah,
Natalie. How you doing?
Yeah. Yeah, hello Natalie. Yeah, but he's like sending out loads of hearts and hearts and hearts and hearts and hearts. Anyway, all I'm going to say is don't be chatting at people on the internet. It's bollocks. Trust me. Waste of time. It's a waste of time.
Yeah.
Find real people in the real world. Don't be like sending out like love hearts on the internet. Been there, done that. Waste of time. If you want to waste several years of your life, try it.
I'm all right. I prefer to be single, to be honest.
Oh, wow.
Oh dear.
Suffering there.
Yeah. It's allergies, isn't it? Just flares up now and then, and I'll start sitting here sniffing and.
Well, if you get your nose blocked up completely, what's that? Here it is. This is good. Otravine. This.
Okay.
This gets rid of shit in your nose. So when I get blocky, I use Otravine. I haven't had to for a while now, but in the summer I probably will. Read the chat, says Mick J. Read the chat. I don't read the chat though. That's the point. So you can tell me that it's not going to happen.
Jordan Guy, can I ask why are we all awake at this hour? I don't know. Do we have lives? I don't know.
Well, I can put my finger on it. I was editing up till about 3:00 in the afternoon, right? And then I had a big meal of pasta. And then once that hit my stomach, I cannot keep awake once I've eaten food. So I'm like, So I woke up at like 8 o'clock in the evening this evening, took the dog out for a quick walk, and then now I'm up all bloody night. That's me, that's it. Yeah. So
I'm the same, mate. I had an afternoon nap this afternoon, and it's just ding, wake, and my sleeping pattern's out the window. So it's just one of them, really. I'm mostly awake through the night, and then I'll probably fall asleep about 5, 6, wake up about 11, and then unless I'm going out exploring, then I'll get up. But
yeah. I mean, I can be up till like 4 in the morning, and I won't get up till 1 in the afternoon. I'm sort of like, yeah. But it's
Natalie's
just,
going to work. Jesus. Oh yeah, you're on the morning shift, are you not? Fair play to you. Yeah, man.
Natalie's changed her icon as well, I think.
Yeah, she's sent a picture.
Yeah, 'cause she used to be like this sort of very, what would you call it, like kind of pastel tone face with all like
Yeah,
stars around it.
yeah. And now it's what is it? Oh, is she lying down or?
You wish.
Who were? Who were? Sorry, Nat. We're just talking about you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at her page now and just like, yeah, I can't see the image bigger than it was, but there we are. Has she got any videos then? She's got 4 videos available on her channel. I'll have to have a look at them sometime. Sorry, I haven't looked before, but I'll have to have a look. Football played by a family of deer. Incredible Night, The Silent Storm, and Just a Little Sing Song. Let's have a look what Incredible Night is, and it's only 15 seconds. Oh, we can't have any of that. We can't have any of that. It's got music in it. It's a firework display. Okay, fair enough. I'll have a look at some of your other videos when I get a chance. But I got some horror movies I downloaded, so I'm probably going to check them out actually. Towards the end. Hang on. Oh. Right, there we are. So what's the horror movies I've got down? They're old ones. They're not
Wait,
that. Am I still there?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Right. What is it that I've downloaded then? I can't see it. Pet Cemetery, which is 2019. I didn't realise they'd made a movie of it, so I've downloaded that. And
I think I've seen that.
I mean, I'll just give you an idea of what I've been watching recently. It's Falcon and the Winter Soldier, The Mandalorian.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. I'm all caught up. Oh, amazing.
Yeah. WandaVision, all right, I suppose.
That was
but,
weird.
Yeah.
That was weird.
Debris.
You ever watch?
It's Debris.
Yeah.
It's like a depressing X Factor. It's like X Factor with like need fucking antidepressant tablets after you watch it. Where's what else? I'm sure Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. That's the other one I downloaded. Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. It looked interesting. Yeah. And I did watch another one earlier, which is very short, which is by Neil Blomkamp or Blomkamp or whatever his name is, the guy who did District 19. You can watch it on YouTube, so if you want to watch something that's really screwed up, it's a bit like The Thing versus Aliens. It's a bit like that sort of thing. It's got a creature that kind of morphs and does things. But anyway, it's called Zygote, which is Zygote. So if you want to watch that, it's pretty good. It's quite intense, but it's only like 20 minutes long. And it's like alien running after people, chasing them. It's like that sort of, yeah. So, yeah, pretty good. But it's by the big director Neil Blomkamp, and he put it on YouTube, so people could see it. yeah, so that's what I've been watching recently. So what else? Debris, Cobra Kai. I haven't bothered to download some of those. Oh, there's the new series 3 of American Gods. I've got that. So yeah.
Oh, never watched that.
So American Gods is pretty mad, actually. If you start from series 1, which you should, it's got a god. It's got all these gods that have been forgotten about, and they live in America, but they're just like next door neighbor, but you don't realize they're a god. But they've got like weird twists, like all these gods like to be worshipped or like to get sacrifices and things like this. So it's like one of these gods. I'm just going to give you a moment here, right? One of these gods is a woman, and she likes to have sex. Yeah, so she like her thing is that she seduces you into having sex with her, but when you have sex with her, you shrink and you get sucked up into her vagina.
What?
Yeah, this is a proper like this is a real series. This is you get like you become really small and so like zoop and you like just pop up her vagina. It's a real thing. I'm not just making this
Okay.
up. I'm not just making this up. It's real. So anyway, there's lots of other gods with weird attributes, but they're all very weird and trippy gods that like to have sacrifices, and yeah. So watch it. It's good. It's very good. It's very weird, very dark. American
That's
Gods.
weird.
Yeah.
American Gods. Okay.
When you
Oh,
see it, you'll be going like, "Oh my god, this is so weird." It is very weird. Very weird series. Yeah.
okay, cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll give that a whirl.
Well, I'm just trying to like hit you with something that will be good enough to get you interested. Like that is the weirdness of that series. Yeah.
Mental.
And
Sucked up
attack
into
on
it, guys.
attack if you're into anime, Attack on Titan as well, which I haven't really got into yet, but I'm gonna. Yeah, that should be quite good. Yeah. All right then. Well, it sounds like we're getting really tired. Should we knock it on the head?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Natalie Lucy Alice says she's ready for work. Good. Melody James, I'm nocturnal. Okay, well, there's other videos we have of mine to watch if you wish to carry on, but this one's going to end, I think.
Yeah, thank you. And on that bombshell, yeah, indeed, Natalie. And on that bombshell.
I'm on that bombshell, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I reckon I should watch some Attack on Titan, actually, because that's pretty good. And I can fall asleep in anime and just wake up and carry on, just like rewind it and carry on where I was. So.
The dog is not here. Todd, whoever you are, Todd Metzger.
Yeah, you had to
is
have it put down because it was too cute. So
Alfie is not here at the moment.
yeah,
He's away holidaying, should I say?
yeah. Mine was up here earlier on. She was lying on the bed for a few hours, and yeah, now she's gone out. She's bored. She's like, "You keep waking me up with all this talking," so she's like gone out. Right, let's call it then. Okay, well, thanks everybody for
Thank you,
tuning
guys.
in. It's been a thing, and thank you
it's
to
been a
everyone
thing.
who's donated and subscribed and everything else. So
Yeah, thank you for people who've come over to my channel. Appreciate it. Awesome.
I'm gonna have a depressing day of dealing with this bloody stupid video. I have to like show people what happened at the Bell-size bunker. So it's not something I really enjoy editing this sort of stuff because it's like, oh god. It's like,
But you got it. I'm sorry, but he's got to be put in his place. This guy.
Yeah.
Needs to be.
Wow. Yeah. That's it.
No
But
worries,
it's
guys.
just delving. It's like it's having to put on like big rubber gloves and just delve in a pool of excrement.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. Okay, so on that note, as you bombshell note, but note
Knee
on that
note, if you want.
on that D notice, yeah, on that D notice, on that chocolate starfish, we shall
Yeah.
say good night.
Nanu, nanu.
Nanu nanu, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go. Have it. Right. We shall catch you later. All the best.